All right, everyone, let's find ourselves seated and ready to kick things off. Yes. Hi, hi, hi. How is everyone doing? How are we doing out there? Okay. All right. This side is doing especially good. This side is barely making it, but I'm with you over here on this side. They barely gave me a little razzle, but you all definitely brought the dazzle. So I wanted to say welcome to PMA's kickoff. I am Professor Shepard, the chair here in the Department of Performing and Media Arts, and we are so excited to welcome you all this year so you can learn more about some of the awesome and exciting things we have planned in the department and ways that you can contribute to those wonderful plans. Now, who here has been to a kickoff before? Okay, so we've got a lot of new faces. How many of us are freshmen? Oh my goodness, we love you. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh. I hope this is a place that you find your purpose, you find your people, and a chance to pursue your passions. PMA is really special for a lot of different reasons. Number one is that you get to work with people who are going to be the creative geniuses who are going to change the world. That's just most important. And second of all, you get to work with people who are creative geniuses who are already changing the world. And third, it's also fun. And that really is the most important thing. If we are going to learn, we might as well be having fun. If we are going to be sleep deprived, we might as well be having fun. If it's going to be a tough, tough semester, let's at least have fun. And in here is a place that we are going to have fun. So I just want to welcome you all here today. You're going to hopefully see me a lot. When I see you in the halls of our department, when I see you on the elevator, I may be wearing headphones because honestly, I need to block out all sounds, motions, movements. But it does not mean I don't want to react with you. So when we're in like close spaces or walking across from each other, you cannot pretend you don't know me. I want you to smile and say, Dr. Shepard, and then I want you to say your name so that I have a chance to like learn your name. But let's not act like we don't know each other. I'm way too beautiful to be missed. So for those reasons, yes, and people who didn't clap, that's kind of racist, honestly. I want to feel the love here. So yes, so please say hi, but there's also another way that you can kind of interact with me. You can, of course, reach out to me anytime. You can send me an email if you like. You can come up to my office, we can have a meeting. But I also have a chance for us to come together doing something we like to call chats with a chair. Now, these are informal gatherings, but often have food. And they're a chance for you all to meet each other because, again, making this place small, making this place more communal is really one of the heart purposes of what we do here. But it's also a chance for you to have direct interaction with myself. You can ask questions about the department. You can probe concerns you have about the department, about classes, about things that we're doing. And so we have 3 dates for this semester. They are September 6th, and that's coming up. That's on next Friday at noon. And I know that doesn't work for some people because they have classes or they just don't want to come, but we will have free lunch. Please come get lunch and then just go. That's fine. Also, Friday, October 25th from noon to 1, and Tuesday, November 19th. You will be emailed ad nauseum about this, so I don't think you're going to forget. But you can also see that my face is plastered all over this building. So if you forget, just look around. There's a chats with a chair. Again, this is a chance for you all to meet with each other, to meet with me, to be able to talk about the department. And our first meeting is really important because it's actually very youth-centric. We are going to be discussing this great student group that no one's ever heard of. It's called CAMP. It's actually been around for decades, I don't know, a very long time. And it used to be the lifeblood of our student activity here. And unfortunately, it's kind of lost some of its grounding, and we're getting a chance to kind of reimagine it, to re-engage it, and we have an exciting e-board that wants to talk to you all to figure out how camp can be useful for you all. So we hope that you come out and we can hear student feedback about that programming, and I can also give you a sneak peek about some of the exciting things that we're going to be doing this semester. You're going to hear some of those things here, but I also have some super exciting things that no one knows about. So I don't know why I'm whispering. This is not a real mic. You can't hear me extra. I shouldn't whisper at all. I need to project. My apologies. I'm just, I see the mic and I'm just talking normal. So I want to remind you about Chats with the Chair, and I want to talk about something else. This is not a class that I'm running, but this is a class that I help to sort of bring to the forefront. So here we're also about curricular innovation and new opportunities. You have chances to basically engage in not just the study of work, but also the practice of it, to think about the craft and the training and the elements of production that go into theater, but also into media and performance. And we've got a lot of great courses on the books, but sometimes we can quickly exhaust those, especially if we know what we want to do. We want to be a filmmaker, we want to be a documentarian, we know we want to do these things. So we wanted to offer a class that would be something new and exciting. So I really want to flag this for you, because this is the first time we're ever going to be offering this class. In spring 2025, we're offering something called, PMA Studios. I know that doesn't sound, you're like, that doesn't mean anything. You can come out with some more banger, like, but you know, name's still in development. But PMA Studios is actually our first chance to basically have our own in-house studio. So you've heard of like Paramount, 20th Century, Warner Brothers, small names. Here at PMA Studios, we are going to create a film from inception as an idea all the way through production and exhibition. We are soon going to be our own studio, and so you're going to have a chance to actually learn not just filmmaking, though that's a big aspect of it, not just acting and participating, that's also a huge aspect, but what does an actual producer do? How do we produce content? Who would think about not just casting, but also craft, meaning, oh, what kinds of food need to be on set at the time? Who's going to run through the dailies? And this is going to be a project that's going to be co-taught with Professor Fox, who does many of our writing courses, and our new visiting acting lecturer, Carolyn Michelle Smith. And if you haven't had a chance to meet Professor Carolyn Michelle Smith, you probably already actually have, because she is a true working actress. When I ran into her 3 weeks ago on the streets of New York City, and I said, what are you doing? And she said, I'm going to work. And I said, well, I'm going to Sephora. She was going, yeah, she was going to shoot, and just like that, she was just on the way to this, you know, to this show with Carrie Bradshaw. Like, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go pick up this Pat McGrath and be on my way. But I just say that because we really have some really, really great people here who you're gonna have a chance to work with. So I really, if you have been taking our film classes, and we've seen more desire for film production, we've also seen a desire to learn more about all the aspects of crew work and being a part of an entire storytelling opportunity, please think about signing up for PMA Studios. And you'll hear more about this. We're going to come to your classes and talk to you a bit more, just so that you can get excited about it and get yourself enrolled. So, Chats with the Chair. Who am I going to see on Friday, September 6th at noon? Okay, first of all, thank you. Thank you for the claps. Live as a true believer. And I love a good hands. I'm going to suggest all the rest of you all. Remember, you all pay a significant amount of money to be able to come here. You should sit here and have every single experience. Be at every event that you can be at. Get all the free snacks that we can provide. But more importantly, just call our bets. We're saying we want to invest in you. Call every single one of those bets. Come. Be involved, ask for things, get things, make requests, but you can only do that if you actually make yourself known. So please, feel free to show up to one of these 3 throughout the time, and if you can't be there, set up a meeting with me. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful semester, so many great classes, so many great events, and I will plug one thing because we're basically almost at a done deal. I'm very, very excited, and you'll hear the news very, very soon, but you can begin to spread the good word about this event. September 25th at 7 p.m. here in the KIP, PMA presents. Why am I talking like this? I have no idea. I won't even tell you. I'll just sing a bar like I did for Ethan. Where's Ethan? Oh, he couldn't be here. He's sick. Here we go. Thomas Jefferson's coming home.
No way. No way.
Excuse me, I'm done.
Yeah, that's exciting. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. I'm Liv. I'm a senior here at PMA. I study ILR, but I live here in this building, so do with that information what you will. First up, I will be introducing Orlando's Gift, which is one of the many fantastic projects we have going on this semester. We're looking for stage crew sign up for this project. Orlando's Gift is a love story between the writer Virginia Woolf and her hero/heroine Orlando, a character that has too many selves to count. Orlando lives forever in a giddy world of fantasy, wit, surprise, and theatrical adventure. Author and character discover the power of words to celebrate life and the ecstasy of the imagination at work. Written and directed by David Feldchew. A new play inspired by the novel Orlando by Virginia Woolf. Let's hear from David.
Thanks, Liv. Hi, I am David Feldchew still, since I went from there to here. So we're directing a project that came about in a unique way, and I've been doing theater for a long time, but I think this tells you something about both the subject of the play and the book, about the fluidity of identity, but also about the fluidity of this department. So I'm minding my own business last spring, and this person over here to my left comes up to me and says, "Why don't you direct a group of students in something?" And I think, sure, okay. And she said, "No, really." I said, "Well, you get the group of students," and I must say I was skeptical that she could get a group of students from last spring to do something this year, but sure enough, of course, it was Liv, and she did it. And then the question was, what are we going to do? And I decided I wanted to do something that was truly challenging, both for the people involved, and when I say the people involved, I mean not only the actors, not only the lights and sound and music and choreography, but also for myself. And so I thought of a book that I really love, and it's this book. And it's called Orlando by Virginia Woolf. Some of you may have read it here or in high school. And it's about a young man who lives forever and never grows old like Peter Pan. And halfway through his continued existence, in terms of his many selves, he goes from being a man to becoming a woman. So he experiences from both sides of that gender possibilities life and everything it has to offer. And obviously this is a book, and it's a thick book, and it's a book written in a gorgeous way by Virginia Woolf, but it's fantastical. It's like Alice in Wonderland. And it has all these different adventures that Orlando goes through, and it's witty, and it's funny, and it's farcical at times, and it's sad, and it's passionate. And that's the book. But there was another story I also wanted to tell, and it's the story of Virginia Woolf herself. And I don't know how much you know about Virginia Woolf. She was truly a genius. She was a writer who had engaged in stream of consciousness and great poetry. She had opinions, strong political opinions about women and the role that women can play as artists, as writing, creative artists. But she also was very troubled. And Virginia Woolf suffered in part because of her upbringing in Victorian England. She was abused by her stepbrothers when she was 6, sexually abused, and when she was 13. And this affected her whole life, and indeed her death, because she suffered from mental illness, and specifically depression and psychosis, so she would hallucinate and she would suffer deliriums. And when I read about Virginia Woolf, I saw that she tried to commit suicide roughly in 1915, then 1930, and then finally in 1941. Unfortunately, she succeeded. But she didn't try to commit suicide in the 1920s. And in the 1920s, she wrote this book. And in the 1920s, when she wrote this book, she said, "That's the most fun I've ever had writing." And this was a love letter to her lover, Vida Sackville-West. And it's described as the longest love letter in English literature. But my point is that this book restored her wanting to live in the 1920s. So I said to myself, okay, you have this story that's a comedy, and you have this tragedy of this woman who's continually trying to take her own life. Is there a way that we, with this group of students, can create a theatrical event, a play, that tells both stories, the comedy and the tragedy? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're going to try to do. And we're trying to do it in a way, it's 15 scenes. What the basic premise is that Virginia Woolf, she actually did this, tried to take her own life by walking into the River Ouse in England with stones in her pocket. And if, as she's drowning, she imagines this story of this young man who lives forever, therefore he is trying to pull her back to life. And she falls into this story and she has a relationship with this young man. What would happen then? And I won't do any spoilers to tell you what happens, but that's the story. It's the author speaking also to the hero, heroine, with that story at the same time, that incredible, fantastical, giddy, witty story of Orlando. Now, this is 15 scenes. These are 11 actors playing 42 roles. They're going in and out doing various costume changes. There's all kinds of choreography using ladders and long pieces of translucent cloth and singing and dancing, minuets and la volta, and I'll just keep going on and on. But you get the idea that there's lights, there's sound, there's costume changes. We need you. We need you, and you would be integral to creating this event for an audience. I believe it will be a unique event, but most importantly, I think it will be an event that I hope brings more aliveness to everyone who sees it, and through your work and through the work of the incredible 11 students who are working with me on Orlando's Gift, which is the name of this piece. I'm joined by many of the people behind me in this project. It is going to be an SOB, but we are going to do it in roughly 5.5 weeks. I hope you will consider joining with us. You'll make friends, you'll have fun. I think you'll be proud of your work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Orlando's Gift is going to be a hoot, and we would love to have any and all of you there. All right, next up we have Festival 24. Festival 24 features an array of plays written, directed, rehearsed, and performed by students in just 24 hours. Thank you. Here to tell you about Festival 24 is Bailey. Let's give it up for Bailey.
Hi, everyone. I am Bailey, one of the co-producers of Festival 24 for this semester. And yeah, as Liv just mentioned, it is an event every semester where we write, rehearse, and perform plays within 24 hours. This semester, we are very happy to have all slots currently full. However, you can all still come to see the actual performances this Saturday in the Flex at 7:30. We suggest you get there early to get seats, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Please come and see it, guys. You will not be disappointed. It is insane. Yeah. Thank you, Ori. Veteran. All right, next up we have Danielle Russo and Olive Prince to talk about fall dance programming. Yay!
Little dance. Yes. Hi. How many of you like to dance?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Yeah. So here at PMA, we do dance. We do lots of dance. We do dance big. Sorry, I've been talking all week. And we care a lot about dance. And we also do dance with you, right? And so we offer studio classes for training, for joy, catharsis, release. We offer dance making classes, dance performance classes. You can perform here on the KIP. Dance production classes, and also classes in critical dance studies, which could also get you credit for other university distributions for other majors, minors, etc. My name is Danielle Russo. I'm going to introduce myself a little bit later, but first I want to go ahead and introduce our theme for this year. So, we have a year-long theme. It's New Futurism, looking at installation, interactive, intermediate, and immersive dance and dance theater. Something that we're very passionate and excited about. It's also looking at the field of dance here, now, and today, and also globally, worldwide, if you're looking for work in these sorts of formats and frameworks post-grad. A couple of highlights, because we do have a nice little handout that you can grab a little bit later, but we have a couple new courses. Our colleague, Dr. Juan Manuel Aldope Munoz, could not be here tonight, but in the spring, we're going to be debuting screen dance. So how many of you like music videos, dance videos? How many of you post on TikTok, right? Yeah, so this is an opportunity to make some of that and to also look and create critically of and around that. So that's super exciting. So keep that on your radar for spring 2025. And then also in the fall, little shameless promotion, why not? We're going to be debuting site-specific to immersive dance theater, so making for these frameworks and formats. It meets on Tuesdays from 2 to 4:30. I'm leading it. I'm also co-meeting with Professor Beth Miles, which I'm very excited about. We have a lot of exciting opportunities, events, and happenings kind of planned. We're plotting and planning as we go. And within that, we also have some fantastic guests coming. We have, for example, Kevin Shannon, who is a veteran soloist with the Hubbard Street Dance Company, who's going to be in some of our classes and also giving some extracurricular workshops. So if you can't take one of our classes, you can keep our workshops on your radar. Also, Ingrid Kaptein, who's the rehearsal director of Sleep No More, will be in residence for a bit, which we're super excited about. And so we're ready, we're stoked. And we also have, before I forget, the Merce Cunningham Trust, who's going to be setting work on students in the spring. Anyone can participate. So an opportunity to learn iconic historic repertory that also has current relevancy today as well. So I'm going to pass it to you.
Cool. Hi, everybody. My name's Olive Prince, and I am grateful and lucky to be teaching in the studio, a lot of studio courses this semester. I teach contemporary dance, where you can come in and learn how to dance, we have live music in the room. It's really fun. It's Mondays and Wednesdays from 4:50 to 6:30. We have a lot of experienced dancers in the room, but we also have people who are just wanting to move and experience that class. I'm also teaching dance composition, which happens on Monday evenings from 7 to 9:30. If you're interested in making dance, learning the elements of dance, space, time, energy, effort, intention, we're studying that, we're making it, we're having fun, a lot of group projects. And then on Fridays, dance improvisation is happening from 11:15 to 2:30. That is like movement for anybody. If you want to be embodied, if you want to play, if you want to feel good, it's a really beautiful Friday experience that really honors making in your body, but making also just in the moment. So it's kind of a sense of release. So hopefully I'll see you in the room.
Yeah, and I'm also teaching 2 classes this fall, offering the site-specific immersive dance theater class that I just plugged. But also, that's a course that I'm very passionate about and very excited to bring it here to PMA. It's a course that is accessible and relevant to actors and directors, filmmakers. We've had a lot of students from like info sciences taking some of our classes, and we're going to be doing some like AR and VR. Also, though, when I've taught this in the past, I've had nursing students, business students. It is something for everyone. So please join us. We're having a lot of fun, and we're meeting at various sites across campus. So it's also an opportunity just to experiment and try things out. And then I'm teaching the Global and Decolonizing Movement class. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:10 to 12:05. That's a 4-credit class, and this is the class that will count for various requirements for different majors and minors on campus. Yeah. I also want to mention we offer a dance minor and also a dance honors opportunity, so come talk to either one of us if you're curious. We're having a Cornell Campus Dance Groups meeting on September 4th in the Black Box Theater, which is the sub-basement level at 6:30. If you're interested in dance at all, come. We have an amazing, and some of you are probably a part of these groups, tremendous student dance group culture here at Cornell. It's really remarkable. And we're going to try to bring everybody together so that you can meet and you can help each other out. And then we at PMA can hear what you need and how we can help and support you and help foster your performances, your studio reservations, etc. We want to come together and create some community. Should we give them a a sneak peek for spring? Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. All right, so for spring, and if you ever have a hard time finding dance classes, please email us and we'll point you in the right direction. Sometimes they get a little confusing with the different titles and where they are. We're teaching, I'll be teaching modern technique. I'll also be teaching a course called Body and Technology, where we'll be looking and studying at the framing and shaping of body through technological perspectives. And we are together teaching course 1611, which is the spring performance series, where you'll have the opportunity to work with guest artists and ourselves to make some work.
Yeah. We're also going to be offering classical, which is a ballet class that's going to be meeting twice a week, all levels. So if you've been someone who's been taking ballet for most of your life, come. If you're new to ballet and curious, come. We'll be teaching a range of levels, and so it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to bring that back. We're doing dance composition again in the spring, another opportunity to do some dance making. What else are we offering this spring? I'm drawing a blank.
Screen dance.
Screen dance, and then also our colleague is teaching performance and immigration, which is a really fantastic and important critical theory class. So please check it out. And also, if anybody is interested in performing in the fall, let's say you're not going to be here in the spring, all of our dance courses are going to culminate in the Share and Share Out production taking place in December. And so if you're making work, right, if you're in Olive's dance composition class, we'll produce your work, right? Or if you're in the contemporary class, you'll get to perform some repertory as well. So we're super excited. We'll be over here taking names and questions, and yeah, we're super thrilled to meet you.
You're not wrong, you're not wrong, you're in the right place. What did I miss? I'm so sorry, forgot my phone and my drink at the same time.
Oh my gosh. So I took dance 3 with Olive last semester. Don't get excited, there was no dance 1 or 2. I'm not much of a dancer, but she will totally meet you where you're at, and I learned so much from that class, so I would highly recommend taking class with Olive and Danielle. Absolutely fantastic. Next up, we have Jeff Palmer here to discuss the Film 1 final film project for the semester. So take it away, Jeff.
So who all wants to make films this semester? Raise your hand. Who wants to be in films? Who likes independent cinema? Yeah. Who likes student-run cinema? All right. So this semester, okay, we are making somewhere between 14 and 15 independent student-run films, which means they're produced, written, directed, cinematography, acted in, everything student-run, and Dareem and I are going to kind of be overseeing the process of all of this in our classes, Film 1 and documentary film, cinematography, and then also PMA 1410, which is our media lab. We're kind of bringing everybody together this semester and kind of working on these 15 projects. And I would love for all of you to take part. It's a wonderful experience to be on a student film. Liv is going to be one of those student filmmakers. So please come sign up with us. We're excited to have anybody. We'll get back with you. These projects take place towards the end of the semester. So it is kind of a time when things start creeping up with midterms and stuff like that, but we'll try to work with schedules and make things available for all of you so that you can be a part of those films and filmmaking process. And then at the end of the semester, we have this amazing screening in this room with this gigantic screen, and there's usually 100+ people in here packing it in. Having just a wonderful time with all the student films that we create. So thank you all, and come back here, talk to Dareem and I, and we'll sign you up, okay? All right.
Yeah, definitely get involved with these films, guys. When I first got here, one of the first things I did was come to kickoff, and there's a bunch of student films that go on, so I got to act in one of those, and there's just so much going on in the film department here, so get involved in some way. All right, next up we have Top of My School, a musical short film, Catherine. So Top of My School is a musical short film, and it's an honors thesis project slated for shoot this spring 2025. Here to tell us more about the project is writer, director, and actress. Maybe in her film, Don't know yet? Catherine.
Hello. Oh my gosh, so lovely to see so many new faces. My name is Catherine. I am a senior in PMA. I have taken Film 1 and Film 2, where I got to create my own 2 short films, one of which just went on to go to TIFF, Next Wave, and Nifty, and a bunch of other film festivals where it's also won awards. Thank you. And so in my final year here at Cornell, I am working on an honors thesis film. It is about 20-ish minutes. It's a musical, because all my films are musicals. I'm a theater kid, which is why I'm here. And it follows the journey of a girl who is the top of her school, as the title might suggest, and her sort of claim to fame and getting to the top and winning her student council election until someone unexpected decides to enter the race, and that throws off all of her plans. It explores a lot about the parental pressures of being a second-generation Asian American household and all of that lovely stuff. And yeah, so I'm currently in the pre-production phase. I'm writing, just finished my first draft of the script, and we'll be shooting in late February. So we're looking for all types of crew people. If you're interested in producing, ADing, gaffing, anything really, come talk to me. I'll put you on a list and I'll reach out to you later. But also looking for actors. This is going to be, it's very musical. There's going to be ensemble, there's going to be multiple singing roles, dancing, everything. Choreographer is another role I'm looking for. But yeah, get involved. I would love to have as many people working on it as possible. But yeah, thank you.
Y'all, Catherine is a force to be reckoned with. You want to be involved with this project. You should ask her to see her film Class Crush from last year. It's another musical film, and it is absolutely incredible. So, cannot recommend working with Catherine enough. All right, next up we have 2610 Production Lab and Fall Work Study with Savannah Relos. Here to tell you more about some opportunities working on PMA productions. Yeah, it's Savannah. So. Welcome her to the stage.
All right, hey y'all. We are looking for student employment here in PMA. We are looking for people mostly in the technical spheres. We are looking for 1 costume work study student, specifically with work study funding. We are also looking for a paint prop work study student, 2 work studies for electrics and sound, and 1 in scenery. So if you have federal work study funding, please come chat with me. We'd love to hire you. Ooh. And I'm so sorry, if you do not think you have those skills yet, please consider taking our production lab, which is 1610, and Tim Ostrander, our prop supervisor, is going to talk a little bit more about that.
Yay. David. Big hand for David Feldschuh. Just cuz. So I am the prop and paint coordinator here in the department, and we do a class called the 1610 Lab, which happens in both our scene shop and our costume shop. And that's an opportunity for you to come and work with us in the shops, and we will teach and train you how to do a whole variety of things. We cover scenic construction, prop construction, painting, costume construction, as well as lighting, and we also touch on other subjects, and we'll be doing some other sort of sideline projects along the way. Class has already started, but it happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11:15 to 1:45. We try to make it fun and interesting and engaging, and you don't have to have any experience, so you can come in and we will teach you how to do everything, or a lot of things. And it's taught by my fellow colleagues back here, myself and one other person who's not here tonight. But if you're interested in getting some exposure to that, it's a lot of fun. You'll be working on building the set and other elements for Orlando this semester, and next semester we'll be working on the film studio project. So please come talk to me if you're interested and want to find out more, and we'd love to have you come work with us. So thank you.
What? You don't have work study and you're looking for a job? No sweat. Special events crew is for you. Housing many unique and highly sought-after rehearsal and performance spaces, the Schwartz Center is often in need of hiring experienced student technicians to work rental events in our spaces. Here to tell you more is lighting and video supervisor, Michael Garrett.
Hi, I'm Mike Garrett. If you've ever looked up and wondered, like, how did that truss get above my head? How is 1,000 pounds of lighting above these people and they're not scared about it? How do we put projectors onto buildings and make it look really cool? Come talk to me, I'm right over there. So there's a lot of opportunities. Like Savannah said, I have 2 work-study positions, work-study preferred, not required. There are special events, so for the events that happen in PMA that are not PMA events, there's special events crew, which is what I'm supposed to be pitching now. We also talked about 2610, right? Where you can sign up and do this for credit for a show where you're going to learn programming and you're going to be for the show from the hang of the lights all the way through to the strike or projections or stuff like that. And if you're just generally interested in lighting and projections, I love what I do. Outside of here, I design lighting and projections for concerts and live events, and I'd love to talk to all of you.
Flyer I made first. So, I'm here to talk to you about what Dr. Shepard has introduced as CAMP, formerly Cornell Ambassadors for Media and Performance. Scratch that! We are rebranding to PMA Crew. Yeah! Very exciting. Also, I recognize very confusing at an event like this where we are looking for crew for many productions. But PMA Crew is a group of students which we hope to have every single one of you join. That's about networking and collaborating with different performing arts students on campus, in clubs, within the department. And it's really just a space for you to make connections with other people and find out about projects that are going on. It's all about fostering community. So it's not something that's highly demanding. It's really like you join the club and we're gonna have some events that are fun, like a picnic event, an ice skating event, and just kind of fun recreational things for you to get to know other performing arts students. So we would absolutely love to have you. Please stop by our little spot over there. That's Cam and Emily. They are fantastic. And sign up. So we'll get your net ID and you'll hear more from us. But this Sunday from 2 to 5, PMA Crew presents Mock Tell Me About Yourself. What? Yeah. Thank you. I know. I was really proud of that one. Thank you so much. It's a little cheesy, but it's fun. And if you see, I went on Canva. I made little mocktails with name tags on them. What? That's crazy. Okay, so we'd love to see you there. It's from 2 to 5 on Sunday, and this will be an event where different performing arts clubs will be have a representative there, so you can go meet people from the comedy groups, dance groups, theater groups. There will be a lot of people there. You get a little name tag, a little mocktail, and you can network a little bit. So we'd love to have all you there to meet some new faces, especially you freshmen. You better be there. 2 to 5. Oh, I should tell you where it is. It's at the Terrace Garden, a location I just learned is part of the Schwartz. It's a little confusing. You should follow us on our Instagram. We have a QR code over there, and I posted a video of how to get there. It's this little garden spot that's like outside the building. I'm not going to try and explain it. There's a video on our Instagram, and if you come see us over here, we can show it to you. Yeah, we'd love to see you there. Okay. Next up, we have Cog Dogs. So the purpose of Cog Dog Theater Troupe is to put on theater that provokes reflection, creates discussion, and hopefully inspires action and change. This semester, Cog Dog will be doing 2 productions. Cossi by Louis Naura and Girls, Girls, Girls by Lila Relatos. Yeah, Lila. Yeah, that's going to be a hoot. That is going to be a hoot. Here to tell us more are Jack McManus, Morgan, and Emily Pugh.
How's it going, folks? Hi, thanks. So if you can't tell, a Cog Dog is really all about like building community through theater. We are not affiliated with the Cornell Performing and Media Arts organization. We're an independent organization, but we were so gracious as to be able to come up here and talk tonight, so thank you for that. So what is Cog Dog? We put on a lot of different productions, so wide variety of plays. I have this all written down, so I don't know why I'm trying to ad-lib it off the top of my head. Last semester we did Eurydice by Sarah Rule and She Kills Monsters by Chi Nguyen, and then the semester before we did Intersection by Max Gavel and Death Trap by Ira Levin. One of the big things and the big drawing points towards Cogdog that we pride ourselves on is not only do we put on productions, we will also produce and fund your own written productions. So if you have plays that you have written or want to write a play in the future, like was mentioned, we're doing Girls, Girls, Girls this semester. That was written by a Cornell student, and we are now producing it. So we are also open to that. I'm not going to talk too much about the productions that we're doing this semester because I have all the directors up here, so they'll tell you about that. But if you are not interested in performing or being a part of a production in general, we also have our G-Body meetings, which are on Tuesdays from 5 to 6, if I remember correctly. So even if you just want to come and have a good time and meet other people that like doing theater outside of like their classes, just come and show up. So we have a lot of fun. But I will now turn it over to my directors so that they can talk about their shows.
Okay. Thank you, Jack. And thank you. And again, thank you for the PMA department to allow us to be here. My name is Giacomo Ioncuomo. I'm the president for Cogda for this semester. Luckily to be here. But I'm not here to talk for the club itself because Jack took care of that. But I'm here for one of the shows that we're doing, which is Così, a play from Louis Noira, an Australian playwright. Yeah, so the play is basically set in Melbourne, late 1960s, 1970s, during the protest against the Vietnam War that happened in that period. So it basically talks about a tumultuous period in the Australian society from the lenses of an unusual troupe of made-up actors who come from a mental health institution in Melbourne. They are participating in a makeup opera. They are redoing Così fan tutte from Mozart. And the whole story is about them and discovering how they can express themselves through the lens of theater to show the world of their view of the world. The whole play also playing on showing how this troupe of unusual individuals can change the view of society, can change the view of a normal student that is their director, and the view, how he views love and life. I'm looking for 8 very talented actors, or not talented at all. I accept everyone. There is a role that implies knowing how to play an instrument. So if you are leaning towards playing a piano or an accordion, you're more than welcome to audition. Auditions will be the Club Fest weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we will talk about it if you want to come to our table to ask more information. I'm also welcoming any crew. We need light designers, sound designers, crew management, and stage, and yeah, anyone that really wants to help in our endeavor on putting up this show to any extent is more than welcome. And I leave now the floor to the other 2 directors for GGG.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Morgan.
I'm Hugo Kyle.
And we're directing Girls, 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 which, as mentioned, is a play by a Cornell student, Lila Relatos, who just snuck in the back. Hi, Lila.
Everybody say hi,
Lila. It has been described as an existential transgender coming-of-age comedy. The play follows the main characters coming out as trans while finding closure for past relationships and the potential for new ones along the way. It's absolutely an incredible play that I am super, super excited to get to direct, and I hope that you will join us for this journey.
So we need 6 actors, 1 preferably trans-feminine actress to play the main character, although we're not going to stop you from auditioning if you're not. 3 male and 2 female actors. We also need crew. We would like a stage manager, a lighting designer, an operator, and a sound designer and operator. So yeah, if any of that interests you, feel free to come over to our table and ask us some questions. Thank you guys.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily Pugh. I'm a senior in the department. Just to close things out for CogDog, I've been a CogDog veteran for a long time. I've been a member since I came to Cornell many, many semesters ago. It has been one of the greatest joys and privileges of my time here at Cornell to be a part of CogDog. They've given me the opportunity to not only act in productions, but to direct, produce, and learn how to crew productions. It's been an amazing time, and I'm sincerely grateful for the opportunities they've given me, as well as the amazing friendships I've made along the way. So if you're looking for an opportunity to tech, to act, to direct, to produce, to write productions that we will fund and stage, I highly recommend joining CogDog. Please see us at the table. Thanks, y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you, CogDog. They're awesome. Go audition for their shows. Oh my gosh, just truly incredible group of people and group on campus. Girls, Girls, Girls. I was there for the first reading of that, and that play is absolutely awesome. So definitely get out there to that audition. All right, next up we have the Melodramatics Theater Company. Founded in 2004, the Melodramatics Theater Company is a theater arts organization based in Ithaca, New York, which strives to present entertaining musical theater productions of artistic excellence. Today, the company continues to grow and evolve, boasting an eclectic mix of members from Cornell University, Ithaca College, and the Ithaca community. I'm a Mellows veteran. This is an epic musical theater group on campus. It's also our only musical theater group on campus. Yay! Get out there and audition for this group. You know, we've grown so much in the past few years, and we just, you know, we want to continue growing and keep that exponential curve shooting for the sky. So please get out there to audition, and I will bring Bailey back up to talk about the show.
Hello, surprise, it's me again. I'm also a co-producer for Mellows this semester, as well as scenic design and technical director. As Liv mentioned, Mellows are Cornell's musical theater group. We are completely student-run, and we are always looking for student actors, musicians, designers, and crew members. If you're interested, please come to our table and sign up for our listserv. And you can also come to our first G-Potty meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. in the green room, which is back that way. And now, many of you, the time you've been waiting for, time to announce our show for the fall. If I can get a drum roll, please. We will be doing Company. I will give the fair warning. We do not technically have the rights yet, though we have requested them. So we do have a backup plan, but we are continuing with Company for now. And the audition forms are now live on our website. We are also this year looking for anyone who is interested in just dancing. We plan to have a dance ensemble in this show. So look out for that. Oh, and the other big news is this year we are in the KIP. Awesome, so that's it. If you have any questions or want to sign up, please come to our table. And thank you. See you there.
Go audition for Mellows. It's going to be so fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys should totally get out there. I should have also introduced myself. I'm the vice president of that group, and I am the acting president of Crew, formerly CAMP. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like everything is a call for crew right now, and our club is called Crew. That's interesting. Anyway, so that's it from all the spiels up here. So come up on stage and make your rounds, introduce yourself to everybody, sign up for things, and yeah, thank you for being here, everyone.